I'm going to do this outside today. So here's my backyard. You can see. I've got a nice shady area here. This is Casey. He's going to be my lighting man today.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and today's day 10 of the October Art Challenges. I made one of my own up. It's called Squaretober, and I take a 4x4 inch square of watercolor paper and I do a small piece of artwork on it. While I'm drawing, I chat and keep you company while you're doing whatever art challenge you do or whatever else you're up to. And then I make a video of it and I upload it every day in October. I did say I wanted to do it outside, and today was the perfect day. So my husband had the day off and he helped me set everything up. He's pretty handy that way. Anyway, it was just beautiful on the patio. I think it was about 60 degrees, and Casey set something up so that there was no direct sunlight onto my work, but it was still very bright. He used some white corrugated cardboard. We use that for a lot of stuff. But he set it up on a tripod and angled it in such a way that it reflected light onto my work surface. Oh, and I got to use my portable painter. It has a little place where you can put water and two mixing little pallets. There's the water thing right there. It doesn't hold a lot, and honestly, I always carry a collapsible cup, but in a pinch, you could certainly use it. I put the Daniel Smith Essential 6 colors in it, and I have to be honest. I really didn't think I would be a fan of the portable painter. It just seemed too small, right? I mean, it's so tiny. But I got talked into it, and against my better judgment, I tried it. And you know what? It's pretty handy. It really is, especially if you have to travel light. And, those the warm and the cool primaries going in it, perfect. Anyway, I really appreciated the quality of the light when I was outside. It's so clear and bright, and the colors just popped off the page. I didn't think it would make that much of a difference, but I'll go in a little while and you can see the difference. But boy, the colors just, they change completely from like incandescent or fluorescent or even LED lighting compared to natural light. But hey, yeah, if you have extra tripods and you think that you don't need them, don't get rid of them. You can use them for all kinds of stuff as an artist. I can believe how my husband rigged up, some really cheap, just basically stuff we had at home, and directed the light right onto the work surface for me. And I apologize, you guys, I'm losing my voice. I sound really terrible, but I don't feel bad. I think it might be dry air. It might be from having been outside. I do have fall allergies, so it might be that. But it was so relaxing. I really enjoyed it, and I probably spent about twice as much time outside as I would have inside. It was just beautiful. But eventually, I got chased inside by a very unwelcome, uninvited intruder, and boy, was he relentless. I don't think it was a bee. I think it was a wasp, and I don't like wasps. So he did chase me inside. He was on the camera. He was on my chair. He was in my paint. He was on my paper. And I didn't want to get stung. So I eventually we're going to have to work on that, because I'm not sharing my patio with wasps. I'm just not. Casey thinks he was just curious. He's just trying to figure out what was going on, because there's no evidence of any nests or anything out there. So unless they're on like some of them make nests in the ground. But I don't know enough about them to identify which ones those are, or if that one was one of those. I don't know. All I know is when he got on the camera and then got into my paint, that was it for me. Okay, so when I went inside, I did grab some neutral tint to put in the background. And I went over it, I probably put 5 layers of neutral tint in the back because I wanted it to be a dark background. But I wasn't sure how dark I wanted to make it. You can always add more layers, you can't take them off. It's much harder. I also used the neutral tint over the yellow because I thought it would make it sort of a green color. It really didn't, it just made it dirty, so I had to pull out some more phthalo blue and go over it to make it greener, and that did work. I also used my trick of using graphite to add some dimension underneath what I liked. That I feel like they look like beans, like, I don't know, coffee beans in a way, blue coffee beans. But yeah, I added some shading underneath that with some graphite. And then when I got done, I was just really not very happy with the background still. So I decided I was just going to make it black. And I took one of my markers just from that Copic set, and it wasn't really dark enough either, so I ended up using a Sharpie. And the colors are different, so just be advised that if you start with one pen and you move to another pen, it's going to look different. And you know, if I had done a completely different color scheme and a completely different background, this graphic painting would be completely different. It's just amazing what, you know, they say color doesn't matter, but I think it does. I think value matters more, but I think color can make a big difference in the way things look. In the end, I thought it looked kind of almost glowy. I really liked it, but it didn't look anything at all like what it started out looking like. Anyway, sometimes that happens, and sometimes for the better and sometimes not, but I learned a lot from doing this black background. And I also kind of like the way, and I probably could do this, so I could probably take something white and go under where all the lines crisscross, but I didn't do it this time because, you know, time is of the essence sometimes. It's not meant to be a week-long project. So anyway, you guys, happy arting. I promise my voice will be better tomorrow. Oh, did you notice the Sharpie didn't bleed through on this paper? That's amazing. That is freaking amazing. Anyway, you guys, good night. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.